So yeah, we're gonna be watching the 2.4 trailer. Give it a bit of a good old reaction. Have been again pretty hands off. Have not looked at Twitter. Very good of me. Although actually, okay, I lied. I did look at Twitter a little bit. It's just none of it popped up in my feed because I follow like not many gacha creators because I, I guess I just don't care about them that much. But that being said, let's go ahead and give it a watchies. Nah, we'll let it play after that. So what's up with the video? 480? How about no? There we go. Oh, it's starting. Project by the Industrial Peace Corporation.
But long story short, work pressure is really starting to wear me down. You got any medicinal recommendations, Mr. Xianzh?
I have just the thing, Mr. Albert. Take 2 mace of heavenward pepper, 3 tails of 7-star chili, and half a caddy of millet pepper. Remove the seeds and grind together with a splash of prickly ash cooking wine. Apply the mixture evenly and rinse after 20 minutes. Finally, apply a layer of starch, which will induce a detoxifying sweat. Good for the mind and the soul.
Dr. Xianzh, Albert's not the only one exhausted around here. I should detoxify too.
Well, Miss Yun Li, start out by blanching some ingredients in a premium broth, but make sure it utilizes plenty of premium dried.
So is this guy a healer or chef?
I see digestion issues on the horizon.
General jump scares.
Some coriander should help with that.
Stay your hand! Return that evil herb at once! Unthinkable.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories.
Oh, it's the dog!
You know? There you are.
My favorite part about the Xianzh.
The Xianzh La Fu will be holding the Luminary Combat Art Ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Why are there boars in here? Right on time. Hello there. Hey, old metal. Which one do you want to strike? Oh, all of them? Rock shattering
Big sword.
Master Yun Li, look at how hard I've been training. I could take 10 of you.
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
We're actually going there, okay.
Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent beneath the surface. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I wonder if those dogs are a reskin. I can't tell.
First meal after gaining my freedom is the flesh and blood of my fellow kindred.
My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Memories of
Straight is Yippe. Straight needs her batteries charged.
they've all come back.
If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, her. Finest jewel under the pristine blue. Oh yeah, you get your codes. Oh shit, I'm in the way of your codes. Oh, there we go. I'm out of the way of codes. If you have not done them yet. With Clemhurst, I forgot, but I actually had merit. Oh, the one with Jingliu at the end of 1.4. One before? 3. 4? 4. Man, I got confused. Because like the end of 3 was like the epilogue of Xianzh, but then Jingliu's story also took place on Xianzh as we were busy playing Pokemon. Fool, I claimed the codes already because I cannot You can see for the life of you. Well, maybe if somebody watches this within a day or two and they're just like, oh god, the codes, I need them. That's the fun update art. So Yenli is, I think she's a physical destruction, so she's gonna be a small child with a comically large sword. And how long is this? A little too long. Just a tad too long.
Whoo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Xianzh Juming delegate, present.
Xianzhou Yaoqing delegate, present.
Xianzhou Laofu delegate present.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And
good evening.
And to all our viewers far and wide, welcome to the version 2.4 finest duel under the pristine blue special program.
This is gonna be cleared too.
As always, your avian buddy Albert's here to guide you through.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yan Li, a sword master from the Juming.
And I'm Jiao Cho. I may have the appearance of a chef, but I'm actually a healer.
Greetings, everyone.
Oh, so he is
It's been a while. I trust you're well.
A pleasure to have you three in the studio. Now, the Penacony vacation has drawn to a close.
Oh shit, I just realized
And the crew of
something. I'm cucking Albert real quick. There we go. Sorry, bud. Two birds could share the screen at one time.
Astral Express is bound for a familiar destination, the Xianzhou Laofu, which is precisely why this program has invited Xianzhou friends, old and new, to welcome trailblazers back to an old stomping ground.
It's
Speaking of
Xianzhou
which,
again, yippee.
General Genuine, isn't this your first time on the special program?
It is indeed, Mr. Albert, and I am deeply honored. Had I known of your program's culinary delights, I would never have delayed.
Bon appetit, General. I hate to bring this up, but our catering costs for this episode were kinda spicy. If you'd like to leave a tip, we'd be extremely...
Wait a minute. What's this hot pot got to do with you anyway? Didn't the pink-haired fox prepare it?
Well, I'm a hot pot enthusiast, after all. Where I go, the spice follows. Your illustrious presence is payment enough, dear friends. Dinner's
I
on
don't
me.
know if that's pink, my
What a
dog.
gentleman! Your delicious morality will not be forgotten.
Sorry,
good
it's the stun like
sir.
with him saying it's pink.
Let's cut to the chase already.
It's more like
Why
a,
are we here
I don't know, like
anyway?
It's like this.
a very light
I
brown.
assume you all received an invitation from the
Am I
Seat of
colorblind?
Divine Foresight, welcoming you to the Luminary War Dance.
Yep, it's a martial arts ceremony.
Actually, hold on. There's no way he has pink hair, because you have a pink-haired character right there. Who are you trying to fool? The fuck?
Battle it out in a flash of swords, all for the title of Sword Champion.
As a matter of fact, the War Dance is a festival commemorating the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knight's triumphant resistance against the abominations of abundance. As you know, the Laofu's ambrosial arbor crisis was only recently resolved. Now is the time to regroup and raise our spirits, which is why we have chosen this moment to convene the War Dance. It is also for this reason that the title of Sword Champion will not be decided in this ceremony.
It won't? Oh, I fear Master Yenqing will be bitterly disappointed.
Fear not, Mr. Jiao Cho. This war dance isn't only a morale boost. It's also an invitation to allies and friends, a display of peace, and an important duty for the Cloud Knights. That's why Yenqing has taken it upon himself to accompany the Trailblazers for the duration.
Exactly right. In the version 2.4 Trailblaze Continuance mission, Finest Duel under the Pristine Blue One, Trailblazers will witness Yenqing's assiduous side and his new identity.
I get it. One person, not enough. You need our help, right?
Such a distinguished occasion surely merits the attendance of other esteemed guests.
Of course, the Xianzh Yaoqing delegation will be led by none other than the Merlin's Claw, General Fei Xiao. At her side, will be
Xiao.
2 senior advisors, Zhao Chou, the Zhao Chou, as well as Moza.
And as for the Xianzhou Juming, me and Grandpa, General Huaiyan, the famous Flaming Heart, will be representatives.
Be they friends from near or far, we will
Grandpa.
welcome them with open arms. This promises to be quite the war
What
dance.
if
I
Genuine
don't
is,
want to
is
lower
like
your
grandpa age?
spirits, but I heard that the Trailblazers' arrival doesn't always coincide with a happy... I mean, wasn't everyone fighting in the trailer?
3 Arbiter Generals in the same place at the same time? Not a good sign.
That's not all.
It could be a
Rumors
fun
are
side.
circulating through the Alliance that General Jingyuan's conduct during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis may have violated certain laws of the land. Could it really be that...
Oh boy, I knew where we'd get out. It's true that the other 2 generals will arrive on the Law Fu with a certain assignment.
I mean, I've always
Know the
been in
details, then
I've always been in the boat of I think the people in the Xianzhou are just like incredibly incompetent just because of their really long lifespans and not really caring that much. But maybe it's just a Law Fu. I don't know. That's my whole my crackhead theory. What do you mean part 1? I thought this was filler. It is filler. It was going to be 2 fillers. Did you not see the recent drip marketing with Fei Xiao and but Maz? That's the 4-star, but honestly the Vidyador healer I could not remember and also don't care.
Yourself for the upcoming Trailblaze continuing story.
Let us refrain from needless anxiety.
Jinguan and Hua Hua are the only real Law Fu characters.
A spectacular war dance.
Right, jeez, let's lighten the mood.
Jing Liu, she's a Law
I
Fu.
want to talk about my legendary new Swordmaster apprentice. She's been getting a lot of attention. She gets her own intro, right?
March 7th? Of course! With the war dance right around the corner, March couldn't help herself. She set out on her own martial arts journey. Stay tuned. We've got more intel on
Of course,
that.
their character has a
up on
voice
the
actor with
program.
Alex Yi.
Which reminds me, the war dance ceremony.
Yeah, I know
is
him
set
as
to
a
span
Kerber
versions
fur back from his
2.4
Newground days.
and 2.5. The Ambrosial Arbor
Although I heard
crisis
he got
might be in the
caught up
past,
in
but
some
the Trailblazers will continue
stuff?
to be important witnesses to the Xianzhou Law Fu's ongoing
But maybe that's
story.
resolved now? I
The
could be totally
separation
wrong.
has been difficult. We've missed the Trailblazers dearly. Here's hoping the Xianzhou Law Fu can bring everyone new and exciting experiences.
Can't wait!
Ah, the broth is
Oh
ready.
shit, the glow sticks.
Shall we add any extra seasonings?
Add 'em all! We gotta make the most of the occasion. It's not every day we get to catch up with the Xianzhou pals. And speaking of pals, version 2.4 will be introducing a brand new map, the Shackling Prison.
These pals of yours, they're all in prison?
Not all of them, not in the traditional sense. The Shackling Prison is under the Ten Lords Commission Administration. It's where Shui Yi and Hanya work.
The Shackling Prison is where we detain criminals. It's cold, and forbidding entrance is located below the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Huh?
So how do we get in
Does
there?
look creepy.
An individual must first stand trial before
I
being
love Impel
escorted to
Down.
their cell. For those guilty of particularly heinous crimes, we reserve special cells of biting cold or
No
searing
matter why he gets caught,
heat.
he'll always be
The
yeeking out. Damn
interrogations
right,
of
brother.
Blade and Locha were conducted in just such a place.
Ugh. Doesn't sound like an easy place to spring a prison break.
You can say that again. The Ten Lords
Yeah, I've
Commission
watched One
keeps a
Piece.
watchful
I know
eye,
that shit
and
went
the routes
last
to the
time.
cells are tangled webs filled with carefully designed mechanisms. Those seeking access must first overcome innumerable tests of fortitude.
It would appear the Shackling Prison is the haunt of wolf-like monsters. Borison?
That's right. The Borison are ruthless
Oh.
beyond measure.
Okay, they are totally
Infamous
new
for their
enemies.
inborn
Sick.
moon rage. Upon entering battle, the Borison share stacks of bloodlust. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, they enter the moon rage state and become enhanced. Ooh, watch your step, Trailblazers.
What happened to catching up with pals?
I'm sure Shui Yi and Hanya
Terraria
would love you to go and
elevator.
express your sympathies.
Is that like a location or
Anyway,
just like a
with the new map
strat? I have no idea.
It's time we talked about our new friends from the Zhuming and the Yao Qing. Starting with a gifted young girl, Yoon Lee.
I also have noticed that Yunli has just been periodically eating. Is she a growing gal and whatnot? Oh, that worked. Oh, what the fuck? She's throwing that thing around. Whoa. Big sword.
I'm from the Xianzh Juming, a ship known for its unrivaled craftsmanship. As the records show, some 60 or 70% of all the Xianzhou's armory comes from the artisans of the Zhuming. Ever since I was little, I've studied sword mastery and weapons forging with my grandpa. The Flaming Heart, Hua Yan. Grandpa's always been nice to me. He loves me, you know?
Miss Yoon Lee is a talented young lady fascinated with swords. She sees renowned swords as treasures. Some say she can even communicate with them directly. To her, swords are more honest than people. She lives by the phrase, swords make acquaintances, fighting makes friends.
Oh? It so happens that on the Law Fu there is an able young man with a similar love of the sword.
Let's only get to.
I have a feeling you two might get along.
You mean Yanqing? He doesn't know the
Nicholas
first
Pruitt.
thing about swords. He collects them like they're
Oh,
going out
okay.
of fashion, then never
I
uses
see what you
them.
mean.
I can hear those blades crying from here.
Seems like you guys don't share everything in common.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Not
not.
to mention,
They're not crying. They're pleading, just like use me. Use me for violence. Just like with Mr. Krabs' pennies, we're just like, please spend me, please.
see the giant sword I use? Forged him myself. He might not be complete, but he's already stronger than anything out there.
Weapons of this caliber usually get their own name. What do you call them?
Not bad, Feathers. Finally, someone who understands swords. I gave him a unique name for the ages. Old Metal.
Huh.
It has a ring about it.
I like it too.
Me and Old Metal have a deep connection. Every time I get into a scrap, I ask Old Metal, which one do you want to strike? Old Metal usually says something like, let's start here and end there. To which I reply, oh, all of them? All right.
Old Metal's adorable manner belies his formidable stature.
Yoon Lee might be young.
We're
she's
calling it Old
confident
Metal
and
because
unafraid
Buster's
to
sword was
speak her
taken.
mind. It's time we took a look at her skills on the battlefield.
As a physical type character following the path of destruction, gentle persuasion isn't really my style. When using my skill, I restore my own HP while dealing physical damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
What really
Oh,
sets
huh.
Yoon Lee apart in combat is the way she counters the enemy. When attacked, she immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing damage to the target and adjacent enemies.
Bears a grudge.
Oh
and
shit, she
knows
actually has a
friend from
Clara
foe.
too. She has a
doesn't mess
counter.
around.
You gotta use the enemy's strength against them. After using my ultimate, I acquire the parry state, which allows me to sustain lower damage and taunt all enemies. In addition, my ordinary counter is upgraded to powerful counter, which deals higher damage.
You seem well
Sheesh.
versed in the art of the counter. One assumes
Big ol'
that
metal.
surprise attacks during exploration aren't a concern for you?
Nope. When using my technique, I obtain a special effect for a set duration. If an enemy launches an attack during that duration, the attack is blocked. And upon entering battle, I launch a powerful counter on a random enemy.
Imagine you've hardly
Wait, isn't
regained
that
your
the
footing
alt? What
when
the
a
fuck?
girl with a giant blade comes running straight for you.
Yeah, don't interrupt her eating dongo. She will just ult you.
2.4, Trailblazers will experience
Oh shit, companion mission?
Plowshare's companion mission.
It's been since
Granddad
2.0 since we had one of
granddaughter
those.
Arrive on the
Goddamn.
Luofu from the Zhuming, bringing with them a prize much sought after among the war dance competitors. Wait, you brought something else too? Let's see. Let's save that for another time, shall we?
Now remember, Albert, the prize is for the war dance champion, not the host.
So if Yun Li is also set to compete, and were she to prevail, then wouldn't the prize return home with her to the Zhuming?
Not so fast now. The Luofu has something to say about that. The Zhuming may have brought the prize, but they ain't leaving with it.
Watch us.
Easy now. External heat needs inner cooling, as they say.
Sounds like another difficult challenge for Yanqing.
Why do you guys sound so... Oh, right. Let's move on to
He's
another
the
new
punching bag. You
character,
should know
shall
this by
we?
now.
Hailing from the Yao Qing and soon to be making his appearance, it's military healer Zhao Cho.
Which hope he has a spicy showcase. What the fuck?
The Yao Qing's illustrious healer. I've heard much about you.
You're too kind, General. My visit to the Luofu is only in aid of keeping a promise.
You owe someone a tasty
He's a
meal?
healer,
Well,
yeah, he is fire
Taste
nihility.
is secondary to nutrition,
This
Miss
is how
Yun.
this dude works.
I'm curious, Mr. Zhao Cho. Under what circumstances would you usually open your eyes?
This is just my guess of what his kit could be just before looking at it. If his kit is literally just the one blessing from the Nihility Sim Unity where it's just like doing like triggering dots heals units, that's fucking busted. This Zhao Shikai is a generic NPC until now. He still looks a little generic, but maybe he'll shine past that. Looks aren't everything.
Forgive me, but your beef is overcooked.
Well, seems like
He's a
culinary
chef who doesn't know how to
emergencies are
cook.
pretty eye-opening. But I digress. Mr. Zhao Cho, why don't you introduce yourself a little more?
Well, I am employed as a military healer to the Yao Qing's General Fei Xiao. You could consider me one of her retainers. I'm accompanying the general to the Xianzh Luofu for this war dance ceremony.
Oh.
Huh, so what's with all the broths and ingredients then?
Well, you see, Miss Yun Li, I believe in culinary medicine. The notion that we are what we eat. The arts of cooking and healing are one and the same, which is why I spend so much time delving into the spicy miracles of medicinal cuisine.
A meal is not simply a merry occasion, but an opportunity for food to work quiet wonders for our biological systems. Isn't that beautiful?
Why bother dividing the pot into 9 sections if you're gonna eat from all of them?
I am a self-confessed chow hound, Miss Yun Li. I eat, and then I leave.
Oh, you ain't going anywhere yet, Doctor. Delicacies aside, let's talk some more about that healing of yours. Before you came under General Fei Xiao's command, you were well known in the Xianzhou Yao Qing's Alchemy Commission. You went on to cut your teeth as a military healer with the Cloud Knights on campaigns for the hunt. I heard you decided to retire, only returning to service at the personal request of the Cauldron Master.
Some people prefer work to leisure, I suppose.
Well, I am fortunate enough to be respected for my craft. Some even go so far as to deem me a miracle cure.
As General Fei Xiao's strategist, Zhao Cho applies his taste for spice to battlefield tactics. Combat is a bubbling broth, with each side occupying one half of Yunyang Hot Pot.
Indeed. Battles are marked by myriad changes.
Yeah, I could have swore Evo was next
Constantly
weekend, but it's
evolving
this
in a
weekend,
dance
so
of
like, oh
yin
shit.
And yang.
Well said, General.
They
And
say
I have
foxes
things
are
planned
cunning
this
creatures.
weekend, it's
Seems like
fuck.
Mr. Zhao Cho is no exception. I think it's time we took a look at what our delicious doctor can do on the battlefield.
Well,
Doctor,
about time.
doctor.
I am a fire-type character on the path of nihility. When using my technique during exploration, I create a special dimension. After entering battle with an enemy within the dimension, I inflict them with fire damage. And there's a possibility of following up with a stack of Ashen Roast debuff.
So, we're cooking the enemy alive?
Ashen Roast turns up the heat by causing enemies
Let
to
'em
sustain greater damage. Any attack that Xianzh lands on an enemy has a chance of inflicting Ashen Roast.
Indeed. Case in point, if I were to use my skill to deal blast damage, there would be a chance of simultaneously inflicting a stack of Ashen Roast on the target.
Did you just throw spices into the battlefield?
Sharp eyes, General. After launching my ultimate, the battlefield becomes an enormous yuan-yang hot pot. The enemies are trapped in a searing broth, which inflicts damage on each and every one of them. At the same time, the effects of Ashen Roast are compounded for enemies inflicted with the debuff, in line with the current highest number of stacks. Immediately after, a field appears, which lasts for a set number of turns.
Whew, all these hot pop visuals are making me hungry again. What does this field do exactly?
Enemies within the field sustain greater ultimate damage. And during their action, there is a chance they will be inflicted by a stack of Ashen Roast.
Oh, it would follow that if, for example, Acheron were on the team. You would be able to help her acquire ultimate charges more quickly.
Absolutely right.
I can see why Acheron
Nice
is
of you
on
to
the
invite
team.
the enemy to dinner before showing them the door.
The last meal they'll ever experience. Word of advice? Order out next time, fellas. Well, we've got to know new friends.
Apparently
for both the
Gwyneth with
Xiuming
G-Chill's
and
like
the
kind of
Yaojing.
forcing with this.
Let's
What
turn our
the
gaze
fuck?
to the version 2.4 banner info. In version 2.4's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited.
Oh, that's painful. Fuck, why is Hua that battered? No! No! I have nothing, I'm poor as shit. God damn it. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm probably not gonna pull out any of the new units. I was just kind of waiting for the Hua rerun, and I was really hoping it would have been on What's-His-Face's banner, because like, oh, they're both foxes, teehee. I guess not. Also, speaking of foxes, they remember that Yukong is a character, which is nuts. She hasn't been on a banner in so long. I guess we had to go to Xianzh to find her.
5-star character Yoon Lee, as well as the limited 5-star character Hua Hua.
We're gonna be
The
struggling for
limited
Hua Hua.
5-star light cones, Dance at Sunset, and Night of Fright will be boosted.
A cat is a human's best friend.
You certainly have a cat-like energy to you, Miss
So this
Yunli.
will be on from the next one, like
Let's
Dr.
move
Raish.
swiftly
Oh,
on to
wait,
this version's
what?
second half warp event, which boosts limited.
Sparkle already? What? Not even. Okay, I guess she's also a Kitsune God person theme. But damn. Also, Gwenfin is on the same banner, so yeah. I mean, honestly, just based on the forces, is kind of a skip for me too. I already have an E6 Gwenfin.
5-star characters, Zhao Cho, and Masked Fool Sparkle. In addition, the drop rates for the limited 5-star light cones, those many springs, and earthly escapades
Oh, look at this one. That's new.
will be boosted.
Another eye-opening
Does that mean March is
moment
gonna
for
get
our
like her
fox
own
friend.
light cone
Moments
for each
spent
like
in the
path she
cool
walks
shade
on?
of an old tree should be used for admiring the surrounding scenery.
Couldn't agree more. And I almost forgot. The version 2.4 Warp Banner will feature a familiar face on the 4-star
Wait, it's
light
Harmony. What?
cone. Poised to bloom.
She has the
she's a Hun
presence of
character. Well,
true
never mind.
swordmaster. Someone's been taking their training seriously.
Mm-hmm.
March, what are you
Without
doing?
further ado, let's take a closer
Your
look
light
at
cone's
the
on the
fruits
wrong
of
path.
March
What are you
7th's journey
doing?
as a sword master apprentice. Upon returning to the Xianzh,
Okay.
March 7th is brimming with
Okay.
excitement for the upcoming war dance and decides to learn swordplay.
I wonder how
from
you're
Masters Yunli
going
and
to
Yanxing.
acquire her.
I still vividly remember instructing Yanqing in the way of the sword. Now he's already passing on his knowledge to others. How time flies.
March 7th might be a rookie, but she's also a natural. Her master taught her the best in Juming swordplay. So, naturally, she's made quick progress.
Yanqing is also March 7th's master. To deprive an inquiring mind of tuition is not in his nature.
Right you are, General.
I heard that March 7th was a bow and arrow user. Brave of her to take up the sword, and no doubt a challenge for her masters.
I'll say.
She's also
Not to
imaginary
mention
hunt, and
Yunli
I already
and
have a
Yanxing
Dr.
swordplay
Rusho
isn't
fairly well
exactly
built,
similar.
so that's a...
Will March 7th end up with a weird mix of styles?
You're overthinking
I
things.
don't know.
If you're dedicated to the sword, you just need to swing it.
Follow the sword and victory will follow. Well, we've done a lot of talking. Time to see March
Like
7th
Rebecca's
swordplay
Butterfly
in
Prize
action.
is one of my favorite
March 7th,
combinations.
the Hunt's basic attack deals imaginary damage. When using her skill, March 7th selects a teammate as master and presents them with a special beverage to increase their speed.
What a good apprentice.
As
Aw.
a promising young student, March 7th has a keen understanding of her master's style. When her master launches an attack or ultimate, March 7th acquires charges. When charges reach a set number of stacks, she immediately takes action again and obtains an enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack deals set hits of damage to a target enemy, with a chance of dealing further hits.
Just a chance?
She's a rookie, remember? Her moves might be a little rusty, but they can surprise you all the same. Depending on her master's path, her specific attacks possess additional effects.
That's right. For example, masters on the paths of destruction, erudition, or the hunt can cause specific attacks to deal additional damage. And masters on the paths of nihility, harmony, preservation, or abundance can raise the toughness reduction of specific attacks.
Putting learning into practice.
She actually gives like different types of tea depending on the
I'll
path.
find an apprentice.
After using her ultimate, March 7th can deal damage to a target enemy while improving her next enhanced basic attack.
And
A training
for those who
montage.
are wondering what having March as an apprentice is like, there you have it.
March 7th is humble and learns from all her allies. During exploration, for every time a teammate uses their technique, March 7th acquires a charge at the start of the next battle. When using her own technique, she regenerates energy at the start of the next battle.
It must be a great privilege to have an apprentice with such powers of perception.
Well, get this. Completing specific tasks in the version 2.4's Trailblaze Continuance will unlock March 7th the Hunt. Once unlocked,
okay.
a path-switching option will appear in the character interface for this.
That's my apprentice.
She certainly does have the aura of a heroine.
Woo. I think we could all use a lie down.
Okay, it's actually more interesting than I thought. The fact that her skill is more just like a buff to give to a character is actually pretty damn unique. And it also helps because I think Hunk, not that I think Hunk characters have like a lower aggro value, so she'll be like a buffer that doesn't get hit nearly as much as a harmony unit, as well as being able to do like some pretty decent damage. Okay. It actually kind of functions similar with the original, because the skill for that one just provided a big ass shield. This one probably just provides big ass speed. Take commands from Yanqing, I would give up. Oh, Yanqing probably knows a thing or two about swords. He just has 0 luck stat. That's just a skill issue on his part. Switching you, not the main character. Very true. Maybe they'll add that. maybe they will. Who knows? I know March is the cover character, but come on. Pretty fine with follow-up people from what the beta tester has told me. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Now, not sure how good she's gonna be with like a ratio comp with like Topaz. But I've had dreams that Fei Xiao does have follow-up stuff. So that might be her partner. Who knows?
More exciting updates after the break.
Oh yeah, also Yunli as well. She has a follow-up. Well, more like a counter. Oh, I gotta move again. Oh fuck. There's the code. Y'all get the code? Great. I'm going back to the center.
Welcome back, Trailblazers.
Oh, perfect.
It's time we took a look. Version 2.4 is all new events. As the war dance approaches, guests and visitors from all
they're not at the
corners
table
are
anymore.
converging on the Luofu. But
Here we
not
go.
all are harboring noble intentions.
Ta-da.
I'm sure all you remember a certain IPC representative by the name of Scott.
Oh, the Alliance is very familiar
Who?
with the conduct and deeds of the IPC.
Hardly surprising. Well, Scott is out to demonstrate that Xianzh swordplay is no match for IPC tech. Ooh, not only does he have a mech-related provocation in store, but also wants to assert his authority through battle.
For real? I think me and Old Metal owe this guy a beating. Or 10.
Hold your horses, Miss Yunli. As a matter of fact, your apprentice got a little impulsive and took up the challenge. She's due to face off against her opponent in just 15 days' time.
A familiar turn of events. Are we able to assist Miss March in this endeavor?
Of course! To help March defeat this IPC rotten egg, Trailblazers will take up the position of personal trainer. The goal? Develop a 15-day crash course in swordplay.
15 days? Crash course? Mr. Albert, have you heard the proverb, haste makes waste?
Have you heard the proverb when needs must? Between me and Yan Qing, we've got the sword skills to provide the best crash course in town. Still, balanced training also requires rest, relaxation, and fun.
The fabled work-life balance. Sounds like you've got it figured out, Miss Yunli. Results? Or your money
Interesting
back.
I
comic
have a
book
feeling
effect.
Miss March will have some fortuitous encounters and crucial assistance along the way.
Oh, I might just have to offer a helping hand myself.
The encounters and sword training experiences that March accumulates will dictate
it's
the
that
nature
fucking
of
guy.
the story's conclusion. The end result will always be a solo confrontation with Scott, though the nature of the showdown will also vary accordingly.
Following
that's where we
the
get Eidolons.
ending,
Okay.
Trailblazers can acquire Stellar Jade and March 7th, the Hunt's Eidolon.
With the combined assistance of her friends, surely
I can
Miss
max
March
out 2
will
versions of
prevail
my
over
besties. Yay.
Scott.
Absolutely?
As long as a swordmaster is worthy of the sword in their hand, they have nothing to worry about.
Wise words indeed, Miss Yunli.
Puppets are cool and all, but as long as either one of my
Let's move
when it gets
on
hit for
to
Argus,
another
it's
event.
right.
After leaving Penacony, I'm sure Trailblazers will remember
Oh,
with
fuck.
fondness their unpredictable
They
old
spread.
friends, the trash cans.
The
And it
trash
would
is
seem
spread.
These old friends have appeared on the Xianzhou.
Up here they have. And a medical intern from
Did they spread the
Penacony is on the
Xianzhou or are
lookout
they
for an
blending in?
assistant. Their goal? To complete a series of shoots to uncover the secrets of the Marastruck.
Wait, what? They're doing a trash can shoot?
You better believe it. The intern in question is Randolph. And just like the Trailblazers, they're a trash can enthusiast.
If you spend enough time in the cosmos, there's nobody you won't encounter. Trash can enthusiasts? Comes with the territory.
During the event, Trailblazers must use the photography software provided by Randolph to take pictures of trash cans hidden among the crowds.
Different trash cans mean different points, with some trash cans even adopting special movements. Do your best to get them all on film to maximize your points and complete the stage objectives.
And a friendly reminder, trash cans may appear unexpectedly and without warning. Trailblazers wishing to catch them all will need their wits about them.
Now this event
Did motherfuckers put Pokemon Snap in this game? Yeah, Pokemon Snap, yeah. What? Pokemon Snap, dude. Damn. Yeah, it's actually been a long time since I played new Pokemon Snap. I don't know if I want, I don't know. New Pokemon Snap took like a really long time, especially compared to the first one. It's so much longer. I still had a pretty good time with it, but damn. That is...
Isn't confined to the Xianzh. Your old friends have also appeared
Hey, I
in
guess...
Bellabog.
1.4 we get Pokemon Battles, 2.4 we get Pokemon Snap. What we're getting for 3.4, hopefully something Mystery Dungeon related. That'd be kind of fun.
Rumor has it that
Just put in all the
inhabitants
Pokemon things
have
in there
recently
for
been
every
attacked
0.4.
by a shadow of unknown origin. To resolve this case, our trash can friends need the strength of trailblazers and Bellabogians alike.
And that's the end of the trash can related content for this version. Right?
Don't speak too soon. In the Trailblaze Friendship is Magic event, Trailblazers need to use specific characters to play the role of magician and summon a special trash can comrade, Letter Pony, to fight alongside them.
A trash can summoning magician.
Guess this is the
Does
combat
sorcerer
event.
have any other notable abilities?
Pokemon Go.
Of course.
Yeah, of
The
course,
magician's
probably something Go
skill
related.
and ultimate will acquire all new combat effects with the power to command mini-cans during battle. The mini-cans' attack and talent abilities will depend on which character
Do all these
was
trash
used to
cans like
summon
shitty
them,
drawings of
adding
characters,
further layers
please?
to the combat experience. For example, the skills of certain magicians summon mini-cans onto the battlefield up to a maximum of 5. The more mini-cans on the battlefield, the higher the attack and the more energy regenerated for the magician.
Classic trash.
Is this the
warfare.
combat event?
Look
I
at
don't know.
this.
It looks a
Some
little too
mini-cans can even
stupid.
enter an ultra gold state and receive
I don't
extra
know.
buffs. And we've only scratched the surface. Trailblazers who wish to test the limits of magical trash can strength can do so in game.
Ooh.
The event will launch a new challenge stage daily with 5 stages total and each stage split into 2 difficulties. After completing the initiation trial challenge, Trailblazers can unlock the official trial difficulty for an even harder test.
Mm.
See you on the battlefield, friends.
I need another
Does we get the
breather.
trash can as a 4-star from
Don't
this?
go anywhere, Trailblazers.
No, I'll do you
More
one better.
exciting updates
The trash
after
can will be the
following
first ever
broadcast.
3-star character. Wouldn't that be great? It'd be the first 3-star. Oh god, more codes. More codes! You type it in? Cool. I'm going back. Yeah, hello. Well, hold on, there's actually like random more there? Wait, what? Oh, I think I should say like, hey, we'll be in Paris. Yippee. And then, whoa, that's a baseball. Okay.
Welcome back, y'all! As always, in version 2.4, we'll be seeing the return of 10 free warps in the Gift of Odyssey
10 free
second event.
polls.
I was
Classic
waiting for you
Genshin
to
could
say
never.
that.
You know where you're gonna get a free
Some
10 pull if a
comforts
character's
are
bugged?
Here to stay.
And of course, there's also the double events. Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty.
Remember to complete the simulated universe or divergent universe for double planar ornaments.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't even
Planar
got to
with
this
div
version's
uni
system
active? Hey,
optimizations
yo.
yet. Starting with the relic system. When using the filter function to screen relics already in your possession, filter choices can be saved for a faster selection process. Meanwhile, in the
Okay.
relic inventory, Trailblazers will find new quick lock and quick discard functions. When choosing relics for a character, relics will be sorted according to the character's relic set prioritization, with the most suitable relics appearing first. There's also a new feature for relic substat recommendations.
By using the recommended relics feature, not only can Trailblazers view a character's most frequently used relic set, but also the recommended main and subsidiary
They're
stats.
taking our
And
data.
finally, when checking Simulated Universe Interface and Cavern of Corrosion in the Interastral Peace Guide, Trailblazers can see recommended characters for the relics in question.
How
Oh
considerate.
god, guide
Now,
makers in
To
shambles.
allow Trailblazers to come into faster contact with new versions, captivating events, and time-limited rewards, 2.4 has added an advanced access feature for both Trailblaze continuance and events.
So if a Trailblazer doesn't meet the prerequisite conditions for a given event, they can still experience the new version's events and missions?
You got it. Trailblazers who've reached level 21 will see a Play Now icon appear on the event page for events with advanced access eligibility. Just select the icon to join the experience.
Now that's an optimization. Ready and waiting.
That's
Ooh.
In the mission catalog, missions with early access will feature a special icon. Maps yet to be unlocked will get temporary map teleportation access
Okay.
while also featuring a special icon. Trailblazers can freely
okay. Let's see if I actually can understand English. It seems like if there's a quest that has prerequisites, you can just like immediately go to them, like almost do it like out of like chronological order to then do the most recent thing. Is that what they're trying to say? Okay, that's interesting. If that's the case. One thing I will say, I'm a bit disappointed that they talked all about this relic stuff. Like being able to organize based on substats, but still no loadouts. Come on, Star Rail. You can do it. Please don't let ZZZ be the first game with relic loadouts. That'd be so embarrassing.
switch between
Come
the
on,
displays
guys.
for the normal map and the temporary maps unlocked as a result of advanced access event activation.
And what if Trailblazers achieve the normal event activation requirements during the course of early access?
Good question. In that case, the event will terminate the advanced activation state and the temporary map channel will close. However, game data will be retained and Trailblazers can continue participating in gameplay as normal through the event stream.
Which is when I get my hands on the limited time event rewards.
In other news, in the not too distant future, a new episode of Knowing the Universe
I haven't
will be
actually watched
upon us.
those.
We've invited celebrated novelist Yoshiki Tanaka to be with us on the program. Together, we'll be exploring thoughts and imaginings on the subject of the boundless universe. A huge thank you to
Ooh.
Mr. Tanaka for his participation.
Thank you,
And I
Mr.
can't wait to see that
Tanaka.
episode. And finally, intel on a mysterious collaboration destined for launch in 2025.
What?
Bracing for impact!
For more info, stay tuned for official announcements, Trailblazers.
Hold up, go back. Fate Stay Night and specifically Unlimited Blade Works. I don't get how these two games relate, or these two properties relate. But it has been a hot minute since HOYO has done any collab. And I do not count the talk between the ZZZ devs and Capcom. That does not count. I have a bit more hope for this, especially compared to the Horizon one with Genshin. That kind of went nowhere. It was also Sony property, and Sony is a not a great publisher. very controlling. Yeah, but UPW. The bat is my blade. I am the bat of my trash. The fact that we both want to presets is funny. It just seems like a no-brainer, you know? And it's not just a you and me thing. A lot of people want presets. So it's just like, come on. Give it to us. Yeah, what are they gonna do with it? Unlimited Blade Works. Also, it's coming out like really like Q3 2025. So we're talking about like next year. We're not gonna see this shit for a year. Ilya is an unlimited where I might E6 a 5-star. I love Ilya. Okay, I need to. It's been a hot minute since I seen UBW. Let me look up Ilya real quick. Ilya. Oh. Oh, she's the one with Berserker. Oh shit, she's it's the original Claris Farag, Ilya Berserker. I think there's gonna be something going on with those two, maybe. You think you have a character archetype I enjoy? Yes. Big, cool, buff guy defending small silver-haired child.
Impact!
For more info,
It's a very
stay
specific
tuned
archetype.
for
It's being
official
catered in
announcements,
2 different
Trailblazers.
ways.
Whew. That brings us to the end of the version 2.4 special program.
Alright.
Returning to the Xianzh, getting to know new Xianzh friends. You guys sure know how to get an old owl excited.
Will March be able to perfect her sword play?
3 Xianzh
No.
generals in the same place at the same time. Who knows what kind of stories will unfold?
Let us all bear witness to the future of the Xianzh Luofu.
See you in the next one, Trailblazers.
Till next time.
See you next
then.
time.
Bye-bye. Alright. So that's that. That's fun. Can I go to a different screen? How does this look? That doesn't actually look too bad. Can I put it in a different chat now? Hello? Yeah, it's been a while since I used this. I'd say overall it was, I mean, it was definitely an update. It was an update stream of all time. Like, it was fine. I feel like it was fine. I think we all knew this was just going to be like a filler patch. So it was definitely going to like take a bit to like get people like really excited about it, but I still think overall it did what it needed to do. It is a filler patch. That's not always a bad thing. Hello, fuck. I ruined it. No. Hello, shadow picture. Yeah, I guess go over there. But yeah, there were some pretty good things in there. I'm mainly excited to see what we can do in the Shackling Prison, because that is a location we just haven't been able to go to like at all, and it's been referenced multiple times. I think exploring that will be pretty fun. Probably the most fun I'm having. I'm predicting there's going to be like some Yunli Yanqing bickering as well, just kind of based on their previous reincarnation Impact 3rd. And the characters do seem pretty cool. I'm personally not interested in either. I keep forgetting his name. By the way, the Fire to Hellity guy, he's actually going to function a lot differently than I initially thought. Just a dude being able to like stack like a debuff to make your ult do a lot of damage. I mean, that's specifically Acheron, but again, it can go for other characters as well. So, yeah, I think it's up to it'll be fine. I probably won't be playing it as much as previous ones. I'll have fun if I think we'll be playing it more than 2.3, just because HOYO does seem to have a habit of just like, hey, this isn't like a major story update, so they have like more like girthy like limited time stuff you can do. So, yep, I'll be spending a decent amount of time in 2.4, and yeah, those are my overall thoughts. We're gonna be continuing this on I'm going to be continuing streaming, but if you're seeing this on YouTube later, not right now, thanks for watching. Want to see more videos like this, check out said YouTube. Maybe do a little subby. Is that what people say now, subby? Or if you want to catch me live, check me out on Twitch and also YouTube. Although I kind of prefer Twitch, I can do more goofy things there. And if you just want to see how I am, just check me out on Twitter. And that's all I have for this. So, yeah, however you're seeing this, have a good morning, day, evening, or night. Be excellent to each other and be excellent to yourselves.